Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network for tonight's basketball doubleheader. We start things off with a non-conference women's basketball game with the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks against the Bells of St. Mary's College. I'm Luke Stancic with you on the call for both games this evening with my color man and producer, Illinois Tech SID Eric Willowite. Eric, this is a pleasure, man. We've never really gotten to do a game together like this. We also got Chris Rouse on PA. So you said it earlier, we got the all-star crew here today. So you guys out there in the audience, you're going to get a heck of a show here tonight.
Yeah, this is our first time in Illinois Tech athletics history that we're going to try a two-camera setup. So right now, the viewers, you're seeing our huddle camera, which is mounted high on the gym side on the east side bleachers above that. And then I'm going to do a cut shot here. And then this is our sideline camera. We'll have to work on that brightness a little bit there. But so we have two cameras running. We're going to try some replays. We experimented with that on Sunday a little bit. It'll be fun. This will be a neat broadcast, a couple games, test things out as we head into the holiday.
Yeah, so I know you've worked really hard to make this happen over the last couple of years. So this is a big day for Illinois Tech athletics. We've been trying to do this for a while, dating back to like the mid 2010s, and we're finally pulling it off. So we also have Mackenzie Nelson will be on our camera, and Jamie Spanagle. I called you our producer, so I'll just call Jamie our super producer.
Sure.
So
yeah.
So she's all overseeing the whole operation. So
yeah, she'll be checking the stream and making sure the stats are showing up and all that good stuff.
So we got like we said, we have a doubleheader today. It's the women first and the men to follow. The women's taking on St. Mary's. This is a pretty familiar foe in non-conference for the Scarlet Hawks. They've played each other 3 times dating back to the late 2010s. This is their 4th meeting all time. They played last year in Indiana with St. Mary's winning that one 82-66. Both teams come into this match with 2-7 overall records. So they're not in the same conference, so you can kind of throw the conference records out the window for the purposes of this game. But they both come in with similar records, and our Scarlet Hawks, Eric, have been pretty strong at home this year. They're 2-1, and they lost their last home game. But the home court here at Joe Higgs Court has been pretty kind to them so far.
Yeah, it's kind of been the reversal of the men's team. The men's team has really struggled at home. They haven't had a whole lot of home games early on, but the women's team, like as you said, they were 2-1. And the other thing is, they were leading. They were ahead in that third quarter on Sunday against Illinois College, and they just went ice cold. They only scored 9 points in that third quarter and only 1 in that fourth quarter. So I know Carissa Sane and the women's basketball team, they want to kind of get that bad taste out of their mouth from Sunday's second half.
One of the key players for the Scarlet Hawks who has really gotten it going in the last 2 games is Julia Bucci. Julia had 2 straight games where she scored single digits, which is really rare for her, but then the last 2 games since then, she scored 18 for Illinois College. Before that, had 26 against Benedictine. And you talk about the offense, I think the Scarlet Hawks are probably going to go as she goes here today.
Yeah, no, that's true, and single digits is kind of rare for Julia, but she was also coming off an illness there, so she wasn't exactly at 100% strength, but she's kind of recovered now and back to being Julia Bucci and hitting 3-pointers from all sides of the gym. So it should be good to see her light it up tonight.
St. Mary's, as I said, 2-7. They're out of the MIAA. They're located in Notre Dame, Indiana, and that is exactly where you think it is. It is right next to the campus, University of Notre Dame. They are coming off a win. They beat their next-door neighbor, Holy Cross, 78-75 late last week. One of their key players, Ellie Deerdorf, was actually named MIAA Student Athlete of the Week due to her performance in that game. She had 17, 8, and 4 against Holy Cross, and has had double digits in her last 6 games, so she's definitely someone to watch for the Bells here tonight. It looks like we're just about ready to get set with our national anthem and starting lineups, and I believe we're actually going to have Chris Rouse, one of our mics, are going to pipe up, try to pick up his starting lineups. Yep. And you and I have known Chris for a long time. He's got some of the best golden pipes in the business, so I'm excited to hear his introductions here tonight.
Here we go. We'll cue him up.
Welcome to the Keating Sports Center for tonight's women's basketball matchup featuring the visiting St. Mary's College Bells and your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Illinois Tech in the NCAA promoted
There we have it. Our starting lineups for today. If you missed it right there, for the Bells, we have Kate Restovich, Ellie Deerdorf, Annie Restovich, Nicole Conley, and Athena Sampson. And for your Scarlet Hawks, we have Kaya Jones, Camden Joko, Julia Bucci, Grace Goodenough, and Chloe Chirilla. And I got to tell you, Eric, the pregame celebration game for the Scarlet Hawks on the introductions, I got to give that an A+. There were some creative intros that you don't see that in the NBA at all. And I watch a lot of NBA basketball. You don't see any of that. That was pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, you're talking about like their hand gyrations and all that
stuff?
Yeah,
I saw Barrett Rusing pretend like she was shining. I believe that was Grace Goodenough shoes. I saw a bow and arrow celebration. That was pretty unique. Those were creative. We get things going here. Scarlet Hawks win the opening tap. It's Bucci here near side, inside to Chirilla. She tries to go right to work, but out to Kaya Jones for three, and it's good. Nice little inside-outside game right there for the Scarlet Hawks to get us started. St. Mary's bringing up with Kate Restovich. Now cross-court pass to Deerdorf, and the reigning MIAA Player of the Week. That's stolen by Kaya Jones. Jones now going to slow it down so she has numbers. Here's Bucci for three near side, and that's good. What a start for the Scarlet Hawks. 2 possessions, 2 threes, 6-0 lead.
That is a good start. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Hawks. That's, if you're a Scarlet Hawks fan, that's what you want to see. They were really struggling from outside on Sunday.
And answering right back, that's Annie Restovich. There are 2 twin Restovich sisters in the St. Mary's starting lineups. That's Annie with the 3 right there to give a 9 answer for the Bells. Chirilla's going to drive. Now she goes up with her right hand. That's missed. Rebound, Goodenough. Goodenough brings the ball down. Now she tries to find a teammate, throws it away. Kate Restovich now on the fast break, guarded by Joko. Tries a Euro step move, misses the layup. Rebound, Jones. Now Tech on the run with Bucci, and now we'll slow things down. Good pace here to the early part of this game. And we're going to get a whistle and a blocking foul. You see the officials call this one on. That's going to be on Athena Sampson. That's her first. Sampson actually leads all of Division III in rebounding at 13.1 boards a game.
That's outstanding.
And she leads all of MIAA, and she's 10th in Division III. But she's only off by like a board or 2. I looked at that earlier today. I was doing my homework, and see a number like that gaudy, you know she's going to be up near the top of the leaderboards. 3 missed by Joko, rebounded by Goodenough. Turn around and foul. I think they're going to get Connolly on that foul. So 2 quick early fouls here for the Bells. Goodenough going to the line for 2.
That's a good sign for the Scarlet Hawks, being able to get a couple offensive rebounds. That was one of the things they really struggled with on Sunday as well, among other things. But it was more a lot of one and done in that second half.
Goodenough, a sophomore psychology major, averaging 6 points and 6 boards a game for Tech as she sinks both. 8-3 early lead here for Tech, and like you said, with the slow close to the game they had against Illinois College, this is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Scarlet Hawks here tonight. Annie Restovich now driving. Good defense by Joko, forces her all the way back out to the 3-point line. Restovich gets it back on the give and go. Now go tries to shoot, but it's stolen by Joko. Up the floor to Bucci. Now back to Joko. Has to watch her behind, but she's able to corral it back. Goodenough. Nice big-to-big pass. Layup good by Chirilla. Boy, beautiful play right there by the 2 bigs for Tech. Nice little high post to low post action right there. And that one knocked away, and it's going to be Tech ball out of bounds. Kaya Jones knocked that off of, I believe, Ellie Deerdorf.
Got a replay on that basket there by Chirilla.
You could see that. Look at that. That's some awesome big-to-big action right there. It's always good to see when your 2 post players implement some good passing like that. Our first ever replay, Illinois Tech basketball. Kaya Jones out to Barrett Rusing, who just checked in. Now Bucci to Kaya Jones, tries to cross up her defender. Goodenough for 2, missed. Chirilla crashing the boards, kind of can't get there though. Now Deerdorf up to Restovich, who tries to lay it in. Good and a foul. Nice finish right there by Kate Restovich. They're going to get Roosing on the foul. That's her first. And Anna Jones is going to check in for the Scarlet Hawks. Julia Schutz checks in for St. Mary's. Schutz playing in just her third game of the year, but she was the leading scorer for the Bells last year at 12.3 points a game. Really a good weapon for them to bring off the bench. Free throw missed, but it's rebounded by Schutz, who's going to go with the reverse layup, and it's good. So she's making her presence felt right away.
Yeah, a rebound off the free throw and then laying it right up.
10-5 now, Scarlet Hawks on top. Bucci inside to Chirilla. Out to Roosing, thought about it, now drives on in, dumps it off to Jones, to Chirilla. Tries to go up with her left, and they're going to get a whistle. I think we're going to get a 3 and a key call here on Chirilla. It's one of those plays where you think about everyone's kind of being a little too unselfish there.
Yeah. And the thing is, going up there against Athena Sampson, that's a tall order, no pun intended, for both Grace Goodenough and Chloe Chirilla. So they really need to have some space.
Anna Jones steps right in front of Sampson right there, though, to steal the pass. Can't corral the dribble, though. It's going to roll out of bounds.
Unfortunately, the referee finished kicking it out of bounds, but tough go there, but a good steal attempt there from Anna Jones.
That's a good point you made, though, about Sampson. I think just her presence, I think, is going to make the Scarlet Hawks think twice every once in a while about going up with a shot down low as that one's knocked away.
Yeah, because on that pass, Kaya Jones gave it into Chirilla right in the paint there, and Sampson was just right on her. And, again, in order to get around Sampson, they're going to need some space to cut left or right. And right there, it was just packed in too tight. Whistled for the 3-second violation anyways.
Got a foul here. They're going to get Kaya Jones with the block. Sampson listed at 6'2", definitely one of the taller players I think Tech's going to see on their schedule this year. Checking in for Tech is Abigail Marino. She's going to come in and get Kaya Jones. Marino, one of the 3 freshmen on this Scarlet Hawks team, and I think you probably will see all of them here tonight.
Oh, most definitely you will. They all played different lengths in different games depending upon the matchups, and obviously who's doing well.
Oh, nice play right there by Anna Jones. Sampson just tried to back her down into the rim, and Jones just absolutely denied that one away.
Anna's been playing great here. She had a steal and then a block. Doing great on the defensive end.
Chirilla now spins right. Bucci sidesteps the defender out to Roosing. Nice extra pass to Marino in the corner. And it's good. Great play right there, set up by the nice pass from Roosing.
That was a nice shot.
Abigail Marino comes in. First touch she gets and nails a 3 from the corner. Tech back up by 6. Deerdorf kicks down to the corner. That's Annie Restovich for 3, and that's good. So the Restovich sisters each have their own 3-pointer here, and they both come at key times after taking a 3 of their own.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that 3 from Marino, and then we'll cut back out here, back live. We're back live.
Roosing now dumps it inside to Chirilla. Marino drives on in, shots up, tries to go off the glass. That's heavy. Rebound Restovich. Up the court to her sister, and she's going to lay this one in. That's Kate on the assist, Annie with the points. And a little quick 5-0 run here from St. Mary's. 13-12, just over halfway through quarter number 1 here. Roosing now drives. Roosing kicks it out. Nice pass to Chirilla. Good on a foul.
That's exactly what they were looking for. Great job by Roosing.
Barrett Roosing, last 2 times she's touched the basketball, has had 2 nice assists. As Goodenough and Joko are going to check in for Roosing and Anna Jones, both of whom played very well in that 2 or 3 minute stint there they had.
Yeah, that's a good sign for the Scarlet Hawks. Everyone's getting involved in the game here in the early going. They just look so much sharper than they did on Sunday. I hate harping on that, but they've just seemed out of sorts on Sunday's game, and I think they want to erase that taste in their mouth. And now Ryle Sandifer's in now, so we have all 3 freshmen have entered the game.
We mentioned the freshman triplet crew like I said, they've all checked in now. Is we got a steal there. Good enough knock that away. Good enough now back up top to Bucci. Bucci drives on in, shot is up, missed. Tried to get her own rebound. I think that might have gone off of Sampson, and it did. That was caused right there by simply Bucci fouling her own shot. Joko up top to Bucci. Now Sandifer to Joko. Bucci for three. Missed. Ball being fought for, goes out of bounds off Marino. Kaya Jones is going to check in for Bucci. And for the Bells, Lauren Guma is going to check in. To your point about getting everybody involved, Tech up by 4 here, 16-12. Bucci's only got 3 of the 16 points. You know you're playing really good offensive. She's only got 3 of the points, and you hold a 4-point lead.
Yeah, it's good ball distribution there. Oh.
A nice tough move right there by Schutz. She draws the foul as well. I think we're going to get Sandifer on the call. Actually, they're going to get number 3, Marino. I didn't even think Marino was part of the play there. I thought that probably was on Sandifer. It wasn't anybody, but Marino gets the call nonetheless as Schutz gets that one to go. So she's got 5 quick points here since she's checked in.
Yeah, she's made her presence known since she's come in the ball game.
Good enough, turns around, goes outside to Joko now. She gets it back for 3. Misses everything. Ball being fought for. Resevich gets the rebound. Good closeout right there by St. Mary's to kind of cause that errant shot. Guma, who just checked into the game, trying to get the shooter's roll, cannot rebound. Sampson, who lays it in. And that's that size of the front court right there by St. Mary's that caused that. St. Mary's now takes the 1-point lead, their first lead of the ball game. Dump it inside, good enough. Now Kaya Jones for 2 off the glass, cannot. Rebound, Schutz, and a foul.
I think that's going to be on good enough. Yep.
That's going to be her first. And Chirula and Jones checking back in, along with Bucci and Rusing. So almost a hockey-style line change here.
Hopping over the boards here.
Everybody except Joko comes out, and you can see with the size of St. Mary's giving them some problems the last couple of minutes here. So Coach Sain's going to answer with bringing Chirula and Jones back in. And we got to travel. Good defense right there by Camden Joko to cause that turnover.
St. Mary's up by 1 here. Hawks with a chance to take the lead back. They've been working a lot of inside out though, feeding it inside, and then with the coverage that St. Mary's gets on the inside, they kick it back out.
Just like you mentioned right there, there's an example. They try to kick that back out to Bucci. Now Rusing, nice fake. Deep 3 from Joko and missed. Rebounded by Nia Porter, who just checked in for the Bells.
And the Hawks will live or die at the 3-point line. You know, they'll have some cold nights, and then players will trade being hot. That's a nice 2-pointer there by Annie Resevich.
Yeah, you could see the Resevich twins have really played well here to start this game. Pair of freshmen for the Bells. Chirilla outside to Joko. Here's another 3. That one's good. Camden Joko, who missed her first couple, knocks that one down.
See, again, they're making a concerted effort inside out. That's been working for them.
Resevich to Guma in the corner. That one missed. Rebound Porter. Porter tried to go up. That might have been blocked, but there to clean it up is Schutz.
Yeah, I think Chirilla did block Porter, but Schutz has been everywhere for the Bells.
And she's got 7 early points for St. Mary's, and that's an errant pass knocked away. Here's Guma to Restovich. Layup good. 23-19 here with just a minute left to go in the first quarter. Rusing to Chirilla, shoots that one up. That one missed. Now on it. Jones, nice rebound. Brings it down, and we have a jump ball. I believe this is going to go to St. Mary's on the arrow.
Yeah, I think so, based on the initial possession.
Anna Jones is going to take a breather as Grace Goodenough checks back in. And we'll also have Nicole Connolly check in for the Bells as Andy Restovich will have a breather.
So the Scarlet Hawks, pretty much your starters with the exception of Barrett Rusing in right now in place of Kaya Jones.
Restovich drives. Connolly up top to Guma, who now drives on in. Blocked by Goodenough. And Rusing on the boards, and here comes the Scarlet Hawks. Rusing, Bucci, shot fake on a drive baseline. Nice close off of the baseline right there by the Bells, and it's stolen away. I believe that was Kate Restovich who used the baseline right there as a defender. And now driving on into Schutz. That one's missed. Rebound Rusing again. Now Bucci. 20 on the game clock here. Shot clock is off. Rusing drives, loses it, but it was knocked off of a Bell out of bounds.
Yeah, she should. Coach Sain's talking to Barrett right now. She had Julia open in that left corner when she was driving. The play was to kick it out to the left there.
Deerdorf has just checked in for Kate Restovich, and this might have been the fastest paced half I've seen all year so far. Bucci misses that. Rebound, Chirilla, who goes up and she's fouled.
Yeah, Chloe Chirilla is probably best with the Scarlet Hawks in getting offensive rebounds. She really battles in there, and she gets to the line a lot for the Hawks.
Chirilla so far today in her 8 minutes, 5 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. He makes the first. Now, as I say, the pace of this quarter is probably the fastest paced women's basketball quarter I've seen in this gym. It has been fast and furious and fun, that's for sure. She makes that free throw as well. 23-21, 5 seconds left here in the first. Trying to drive is Deerdorf for 2, and it's heavy. And that'll end quarter number 1. The Scarlet Hawks down by just 2, 23-21, in what turned into a really back and forth first 10 minutes, Eric.
It really has, but as you mentioned, the pace in that first quarter was up and down. I think both teams like to play it at that level. I know Coach Sain does. She's always talking, bring it up with pace, play with pace. She's looking for ball movement and pace. A lot of coaches will say that too, but it's definitely something where she feels the Scarlet Hawks have to play that way in order to be successful. If they get down to a slowdown game, and that was kind of part of the problem that happened again on Sunday, they're just not in their element. They need to swing it around. They need to play with pace.
The Scarlet Hawks, like you said, they got the pace they played with allowed them to get up 9 3-point attempts in that quarter. They hit 4 of them. So at a 44% clip, that's a pretty good clip to shoot at. So they can keep that up the rest of this game. I think they'll be in pretty good shape. Well, something to tell you about from Scarlet Hawk Athletics News. A big congratulations goes out to seniors Briar Moore and Kelsey Starnes of the Illinois Tech women's volleyball team for being named to the College Sports Communicators Women's Volleyball Academic All-District Teams. The award is selected by college sports communicator staffers across the country to recognize student athletes who represent both on-court and academic excellence. Nominees must carry a 3.50 GPA, compete in 90% of the team's contests, and start 66% of those contests. Both Moore and Starnes are civil engineering majors, while Moore is also a sustainability, analytics, and management major. I know, Eric, you probably played a hand in nominating them. And that is no small award to win. That's a very big deal. It is very competitive. And for us to get not just 1 but 2 players off of the same team to be honored all district, that's a pretty good accomplishment for the women's volleyball program.
Yeah, and both seniors, head coach Mark Johnston is able to nominate both Kelsey and Briar, and a nice kind of outgoing recognition, even though they still have the spring semester for graduation. But 2 long tenured women's volleyball players getting some nice recognition.
As Camden Joko hit a 3 as we came back out of the quarter break there. And sure enough, St. Mary's runs up the court right away, so that pace not letting up at all in the first 2 possessions here of the second quarter. Deerdorf, who's had a quiet first quarter for the Bells after her great game against Holy Cross, to inbound. That one's knocked away by Bucci out of bounds.
Yeah, she did get a foul there.
They are going to get that on Bucci. That's her first.
Scarlet Hawks were good. They had 4 fouls with like 2:42 remaining in that first quarter. Then they did not get that 5th foul, so St. Mary's did not get into the bonus.
Sampson misses the point-blank layup. Now misses that one off the bottom of the backboard. And then fighting for possession on the ground is Chloe Trilla. Nice job by her to force that jump ball.
Yeah, it'll be St. Mary's ball, but still getting the jump ball situation there. Although that was 3 cracks at it for Sampson on that shot, and then 2 rebounds.
Kate Restovich with it.
Good work by 42 in blue.
Now here's Deerdorf driving on Kaya Jones, and she's fouled on the way up.
Well, just as I say that, the Hawks get 2 quick fouls. Isn't that how it always works?
That is. You got the broadcaster's jinx going.
Yeah.
And they're actually going to call that foul on the floor. I thought that might have been on the gather.
Yeah.
So
okay,
catch a little bit of a break there, in my opinion, but we'll see if we can turn them away here on defense. Sampson now to Deerdorf. Deerdorf, nice pass inside to Conley. Misses the layup, rebound, good enough. St. Mary's missed a couple of point-blank shots there on that possession. Marino crosses over Restovich. Runs right into a defender, now good enough. They swing it around to Joko for 3. That one's missed. Good enough, knocks the rebound away. It's going to go out of bounds off of St. Mary's. It looked like good enough.
I think it went off of Deerdorf.
It did. I believe it was off of number 4, Deerdorf. They're actually going to discuss this. It looked from my vantage point that it went good enough, tried to tap it to Bucci, and then both players fought for it. It went off of Deerdorf. We'll see what the down official says here.
Yeah, went to Bucci. Bucci touched it.
So they're gonna say that the ball never hit the rim. So the shot clock is gonna go down to 7. It's not gonna reset back up to 20. And I think that's the right call as well. I didn't think that got rimmed. 3-point shot by Bucci out of the inbound play is good.
It's actually got 2 on that.
Foot on the line for 2.
Yeah, I saw it when she put it up. I saw her feet touching the line there, so I figured they were going to call the 2.
That's why we have a color commentator here, ladies and gentlemen. Restovich for 2, that's good.
Otherwise, I would have given you the hot sauce.
Annie Restovich, she's got 12 points already here for St. Mary's. A perfect 5 of 5 from the floor. Bucci tries to drive right now. Joko inside to good enough. Puts the ball on the floor now. Shoots with the left-handed good. Nice play right there by Grace Goodenough.
Yeah, let's take a look at that from Grace. Cutting in, laying it in.
That is a perfect way to use your left hand right there by Goodenough. 3-point shot in the corner by Restovich. That's missed, her first miss of the day. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. And Carissa Saint is not happy about that call. Let's see who they call this one on. They're going to call this on Goodenough.
Yeah.
That is her second.
So team's third, a little over 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Rusing is going to get Joko, and Anna Jones is going to check in for Goodenough.
Yeah, that's the right call. Goodenough sitting with 2 fouls. Kai Jones has a pair.
I do think Coach Shane's got a point there. It looked like that was just 2 people fighting for a ball there. It didn't look like there was enough contact for a foul, but Rusing gets the steal anyway. Bucci thought about it, and they're going to get her on the travel.
Coach Sane telling Julia to shoot that ball. She being a little too unselfish there. You know, you want Julia to shoot. And sometimes, though, it's, as you know, with shooters, it's rhythm. Right in our kitchen.
Yeah, Bucci so far today, just 5 points, which you say just 5 points in the middle of the second quarter. That sounds like, what do you mean just 5 points? But she's someone when she gets on a roll, you know that the points go up there fast.
Yes.
Conley driving now. Nice defense by Chirilla. Rusing again knocks it away, but it rolls out to Restovich. Great defense by Rusing. Now Conley inside. That shot is missed. Ball being fought for. Rebound Scarlet Hawks. Boy, Barrett Rusing with some amazing defense that possession.
Good job by Bucci to rescue that ball on the baseline. just missed.
Rebound right there by Deerdorf. Deerdorf drives. Bucci going to get called for the foul. That looked like a little bit of a frustration foul there by Bucci. You can tell she, like I said, she's not in a ton of rhythm right now, and we'll see if she can kind of find that here in the second quarter.
Yeah, now Camden Joko getting queued up. She'll probably come in for Bucci. Bucci with 2 fouls. Schutz coming in now.
Schutz was a problem for the Scarlet Hawks when she played in her first stint. She came in, put up 7 points and 3 rebounds. The free throw line for Deerdorf makes that one. That's her first points of the day. And she's the
That won't be her last.
Yeah, I would say she's the MIAA Student Athlete of the Week. So, she's played pretty well lately.
Schutz again.
Nice rebound. Drives around, shoots over Joko, and good.
She has just been a force in this ball game.
What a play right there.
Coming off the bench, she's just been providing so much of a spark for the Bells.
That is to quote Stacey King, that is hard hustle and muscle right there. Rusing. Now Marino. Game tied at 28. Joko for 3 in the corner. No longer tied. Scarhawks up by 3.
Yeah, you get Camden Joko going on the 3-2. She's just like Bucci. Those two can get white hot sometimes.
Joko now leads all of Tech's players with 9 on 3 3-point field goals. Now Schutz going to tell everyone to clear out. She backs up for 2, and that's good.
Unbelievable.
To quote Stacey King again, let me step back and kiss myself. We're bringing out all the Stacey King-isms here, but she is warranting them for sure. That's 11 points now for her in just 8 minutes.
Yeah, and it's not just in the paint. She's a couple jumpers there.
And there's Rusing for 2. Rusing gets her first 2 of the game, but I tell you what, Rusing's hustle has also caused a lot of good opportunities for Tech here today.
Yeah, she's one of the Hawks' better defenders. A lot of high energy. Look at that, grabbing the rebound.
Deep 3 miss. Rusing gets the board, tries to find Joko, throws out of bounds. And she felt both defenders try to kind of close in on her there and tried to throw it away.
Now we're going to do the in the kitchen inbound shot here with Annie Restovich right in front of our camera. The only challenge with our camera at this floor level, obviously, is the officials have to get in line for their section of the court, and sometimes they'll get an official right in the view, so then I might have to cut out to the camera. I think some of our viewers noticed that our overhead camera is a little bit delayed, so I try and not switch too much.
Schutz misses that 3. Rebound, Joko. Joko to Rusing, drives on in, good. No foul called. Boy, Rusing wanted some, thought she had some contact there.
Zooming in.
Good finish by Rusing either way. Now Restovich to Restovich in the corner, and that's good. That is Kate to Annie. Annie now with 15 points.
They give that 2?
Well, I think
that's 3, yeah.
And they're going to call a travel. I believe that was on Marino. 35-33. Scarlocks up by 2. 4:47 left to go here in the second. And it's the front end of a doubleheader here for you. We have the men later on taking on Wisconsin Lutheran. We'll preview that game for you later on during this one. Driving, we're going to get a foul here on Rusing.
That's her second. So you got 4 players with 2 fouls apiece, and the Bells only have 3 fouls.
Here, Coach Shane, just to your points, he just pleaded to the official and pointed to the scoreboard and said, we're at 5-0 on the foul breakdown.
Yeah.
Restovich makes the first. Both Kate and Andy Restovich are 5'7" freshmen from Wildwood, Missouri, Visitation High School. And after seeing the 2 of them play, that must have been a pretty good high school team to have both of them at the same time. Schutz on the inbound, steals it and scores. Wow.
Oh, that's not good.
Just lurking in the weeds right there was Schutz, and she just stole it right away. Nice play by her. St. Mary's now up by 2 just like that. Marino for 3. That one a little right. Rebound by Sandifer, nice play. Kicks it to Rusing. Rusing drives out to Joko for three. That one misses. Rebound, good enough.
Good job on the offensive boards.
Good enough goes up. That's blocked right there by Porter.
That was a nice play by Porter.
Now Schutt stops three, and that's good.
Unbelievable.
I tell you what, she's having one heck of a game right now. She's got 16 points on 7 of 9 shooting with 4 rebounds and a block in 10 minutes. Marino drives, now Rusing. And that one's stolen away by Restovich. Deerdorf shuts for three. That one's missed. Rebound good enough.
Good box out by Rusing there on Annie Restovich. You got to do those little things in order to affect the ball game. Hawks down by 5 here. They need some offense.
Marino driving right. Tries to go reverse it. She's fouled by Porter.
A little bit of a size difference there.
It's going to send Marino to the line.
Let's take a look at that replay on the three-pointer by Schutz.
That was a prototypical transition three right there by Schutz. Chirilla is going to check in. Bucci back in as well for the Scarlet Hawks. Marino to the line for two. Marino, freshman from Allentown, Pennsylvania, played sparingly early on, but she's starting to crack the rotation a little bit more here for the Scarlet Hawks. Makes a second. 3 minutes left to go, I should say, in the first half. 3-point lead for the Bells. Inside, Sampson for two. Good and a foul. Athena Sampson would have been quiet in the points column. Scores on that one. They're going to get good enough on the foul. That's her third.
Three fouls in the first half. That's rough. That's a big element of your size for the Scarlet Hawks. They don't have a deep bench.
Actually, correction, I believe they actually called that on Joko.
Oh.
I saw two, and I thought it was a 2-2, but it was just a 2.
Okay.
So it is Joko's first. Chirilla, now Marino for three. That one's missed. Rebound by Deerdorf. Now here's Annie Restovich, who's been the go-to player so far for the Bells. Deerdorf in the corner, guarded by Bucci. Uses the baseline. We're going to get a foul. That's going to be Bucci's third.
Wow. That's something to note for the Hawks here, as Barrett Rusing is going to have to check in and take out Bucci.
Well, as you said, Rusing's going to be the sub here. Bucci, 5 points, just 2 of 6 shooting, has those 3 fouls now. Free throw up and good by Deerdorf. Fouls, you made mention of this a bit ago, but now 11-5 in favor of St. Mary. So the free throw discrepancy may start to creep up here if that starts to keep up. There's Rusing now. Drives, now spins the other way. Joko thought about it, goes inside to Chirilla instead. Spins, goes up over Sampson, misses. Gets her own rebound, goes back up again and good.
Wow, what an effort there by Chirilla. Also, Grace good enough supporting, getting that board and getting it over to Chloe.
Chirilla now with 9. Hawks still down by 6. Now Restovich blocked by Chirilla, gets the rebound as well.
Good job slowing it down, don't throw it to a contested player.
Rusing now, good enough. Out to the corner to Marino. Good enough, looking, Rusing takes the handoff, shoots over Sampson, misses. Ball being fought for Marino, hits the deck, and we're going to have a foul. That was Marino and number 32, Carolyn Recker, who checked in a minute ago for the Bells. And that's going to put Recker at the line. Boy, you got to credit the effort there of Marino. Recker's probably got a foot in height on on Marino, but she came in there and tried to rip it out of her hands. Recker, a freshman from Monroe, Michigan, for the Bells. First free throw is missed. I don't know where that is on the mitten, where Monroe, Michigan is on the mitten. I can't tell you. I'm starting to get better at my Michigan geography
right.
with my wife being a Michigander, but Monroe's not a town I know. That free throw's made. 46-39. Largest lead of the game here for the Bells. Marino inside to Goodenough. Goodenough going up against Sampson, tries to hook shot, miss. Jarrell on the board, goes up, she's fouled.
See, again, even when Chloe doesn't get the basket, she's drawing fouls based on her tenacity in the offensive boards.
That is Chirilla's, I believe, third offensive rebound. Misses the first. That's her first free throw miss of the day. She was 3 of 3 before that. The shooting numbers so far this year for Chirilla been a little down compared to last year. She misses the second, and I think we have a line violation on St. Mary's. She's able to shoot that one over.
I think that might have been on Caroline Recker.
But nice to see Chirilla have an effective day offensively here to get those shooting numbers back up to where we know they're going to be at the end of the year. Coming up on a minute left to go here in the first half. 46-40, our score, high scoring half. Driving on in is Deerdorf. That's missed. Marino gets knocked over, no foul. And then there's a foul. They're going to get Deerdorf on the reach in against Joko. I think similar to Bucci, I think you're starting to see a little bit of frustration from Deerdorf as well, who after that great game she had against Holy Cross just hasn't really gotten it going for St. Mary's here in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that Chirilla who got a piece of that or Goodenough? One of the two got a piece of that shot.
Roosing. Thornton and Neezer. I didn't catch that either, but it did look like one of the Tech bigs did get their hand on that last shot. Chirilla goes up, missed. The height of Sampson is the only reason that rebound happened right there.
Yeah.
Reaches over everybody, holds it over the top of her head, says try to get this one. Restovich to her sister Annie. Now Sampson. There's Rusik trying to knock it away. Now coming in to get the steal is Chirilla, and we have a whistle.
What are they going to call here?
Jump ball.
Should be Illinois Tech. No, it's
going to go to St. Mary's.
Okay.
But Chirilla, came flying out of nowhere right there to knock that away.
Again, this team is just playing with so much more intensity and with a purpose. And tonight's game, again, I just really want to wash away the taste of that game from Sunday. And it's been a good effort.
That's going to be a shot clock violation. The three from Recker missed everything, and that kind of caused St. Mary's to throw up that wild shot there, and it was late. 6 seconds left here in the half, so Tech's going to have to go quickly here. Joko comes up, 4 seconds. Thought about it. Now Chirilla going to have to drive. 1 second goes up and short. And that'll bring us to halftime. 46-40 our score. In, I think we'll both agree, was a very fast-paced first half.
Yeah, very fast-paced, very entertaining. A lot of great individual performances on both sides. The impact that Julia Schutz had in that game for the Bells, I think is one of the reasons why they're out front, not obviously the reason. Obviously, Annie Restovich sitting there with 15 points. But the Scarlet Hawks playing tough. They had a lead for a good stretch of that game. They're just going to have to battle back here in the second half.
So Eric and I will step aside here. We'll come back in about 10, 12 minutes or so, give you some first half stats, maybe give you some updates on what's going on around both conferences, the MIAA and the NACC. But until then, halftime, 46-40, St. Mary's on top. back here at halftime where the Scarhawks trail St. Mary's 46-40. Luke Stanzik with you here on the call alongside Eric Willowite, our SID here at Illinois Tech. We also have Jamie Sponigal in the super producer role along with Eric Willowite. And on our camera is Mackenzie Nelson. We'll give you some first half stats here for both teams. First individually, St. Mary's is led by number 34. That is Julia Schutz, who leads all scorers with 16. They also got 15 from Annie Restovich in the first half. Rebounds, the conference leader and top 10 in Division III rebounder, Athena Sampson, has 6. Ellie Deerdorf leads them with assists with 3. They also got 2 steals apiece from Porter and Annie Restovich. For the Scarhawks, Chloe Chirilla leads them with 10 points. They also got 5 rebounds from Grace Goodenough to lead them. Barrett Rusing, Chloe Chirilla, and Camden Joko each have 2 assists. And Chirilla and Goodenough each have 2 blocks as well. From a team stats standpoint, the Bells are out shooting the Scarhawks 46% compared to 37%. But from downtown, Tech shooting 6 of 15 for 40%, and St. Mary's is 4 of 11 for 36%. Free throws, St. Mary's 8 of 11, Illinois Tech 8 of 9, and that's despite a pretty big foul discrepancy. Tech's got 12 fouls compared to 7 for St. Mary's. Rebounding pretty even. St. Mary's leads Illinois Tech 22-21. Assists, Tech has 10 compared to St. Mary's 8. Turnovers, 11 for Tech and 9 for St. Mary's. Bench points, huge in favor of the Bells, 17-9. That's thanks to Julia Schutz, who comes off the bench for them. They also, not to be surprised here, points in the paint pretty large in favor of St. Mary's with the height advantage they have, 18-12 in favor of them. Let's give you really quick some scores around the conference, as there's a lot of action in both the NAC and the MIAA between for women's basketball. There's 6 games in each conference. There's a lot. Kalamazoo beat Dominican earlier today, 68-49, and also Illinois College, who we just lost to here at Illinois Tech, played at Aurora today and lost 82-76. Also around the MIAA, Kelvin just lost to Asbury 62-44. We also have a couple of other games in action as we speak. Here in the NAC, Ripon is defeating the NAC foe Lakeland 27-14. And there are a couple of other games that are going to tip off soon as well. Benedictine is playing out in California against Chapman. Augustana is playing Hope in Michigan on Hope's campus. And also Olivet is playing Mount Mary. And Trine, who's a nationally ranked team, is going to play against Geneva. So there's a lot going on in both conferences today. I simply wanted to give you at least one scoreboard update here today with all of those games happening. We got 46-40 here, about a minute away from starting half number 2. And Eric, I think the story of that first half was the pace of play between the two teams.
Yeah, it was outstanding. You know, it's like, I think, as we talked about, I think both teams want to play that way. They want to play up-tempo. I think it's good for both teams. They can work that ball around. You know, the Hawks came out strong. Three-pointing was strong. Ball movement was strong. And one of the things that's pretty notable, even though they let up 46 points in that first half, is their defensive intensity as well as getting action on the boards, especially on the offensive boards, has been something that's been a positive here, and it's kept them close in this game. Again, they did have a lead. They got in some foul trouble in that second quarter. Julia Bucci sitting there with 3, so they're going to have to navigate around some of the foul issues that they have. But they're going to have to get the three-point machine cranked up again, the Scarlet Hawks will need to be, and that's going to be from Bucci and Joko.
Yeah, I think the game very well could come down to here in this second half between Bucci for Tech and Deerdorf for St. Mary's. Which one of those leading scorers can really get going? Again, the both of the team's leading scorers have been really quiet here.
They're both sitting
tonight.
with 3 fouls.
And both also are sitting with 3 fouls. So whichever one could kind of give their team a little bit of a spark might pay some big dividends here. It's going to be Tech ball to start the second half. Chirilla was going to inbound here to Joko once we get rolling. Stick around for the men's basketball game here after this. See, both teams are in the building. It's going to be Wisconsin Lutheran is going to take on the Scarlet Hawks. It's going to be, except for 7:15, but it'll be about a half hour, 45 minutes after the completion of this one. Start things back up here. Here's Bucci right in front of us. Bucci drives, goes inside to Goodenough off her hands. Now outside to Kaya Jones. Chirilla, 10 on the shot clock. Bucci for 3. Quick shot, heavy. Rebound Sampson. But I like that right there. Bucci, without hesitation, grabbed it and shot it with confidence. And I think that's what we're looking for here if we're going to get her right here in the second half. Restovich, nice defense by Joko. Now Sampson.
Yeah, specify which Restovich.
Yeah, I really do. It's hard to keep track. And that's Deerdorf for 2. That's missed. And rebound Bucci. She's fouled by Deerdorf, and that's going to be her 4th.
That is a big development here for the Bells, with Deerdorf sitting at 4 fouls. She's going to come out already.
Yeah, right away you're going to see Connolly check in. And something to note, there was actually a lineup change at half. No surprise. Schutz started the half after not starting the game, and I don't know why she wouldn't the way she played, so that makes some sense there. Joko for 3, that's missed. Rebound Kaya Jones. Joko out to Chirilla. Chirilla drives on in, that's missed. Bucci tried to get the tap, but she was fouled. Nice play right there by Julia Bucci.
I like that they're attacking the basket. Again, getting offensive rebounds was a struggle in recent vintage, and they've been really applying the pressure here. You can tell they've had some good practice time between these two games, and it's only been since Sunday.
Bucci makes the first, and nice to see Bucci make her presence felt here the first minute and some change here in the first half. And quick, confident shot. Didn't go in, but we needed to see her. She was hesitant in the first half, and then crashing the boards right there for the offensive rebound. Here comes Schutz, guarded by Chirilla.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep an eye on 34 in blue. She's just been outstanding.
Schutz now. As you can see, the double coming here. Now they kick it out to Conley for the long 2, and that's good. But as you said, they're going to have to really pay attention. I think Coach Shane will live with that. I think that's going to be part of the game plan here in the second half, is try to get the ball out of Schutz's hands. Jones now drives. I tried to make the dump-off pass right there for Goodenough, but I don't think Goodenough knew it was coming her way.
Yeah, no, they definitely weren't on the same page there. Turnover.
That's 12 turnovers now for Tech, compared to 9 for St. Mary's. This is Katie Restovich driving on Joko. Out to Conley for the nice bucket. Is good. Nice find right there by Restovich. That's her 3rd assist. 50-41 now, St. Mary's. Joko drives. Now Jones to Goodenough. Faces up Sampson. Drives, spins, shoots, scores off the glass.
That's a nice pivot there by Goodenough, especially getting it over Sampson. So you can tell they're pulling back a little bit, not getting in tight on Sampson, because she'll redirect that ball.
They go inside to Sampson here. She makes the extra pass to Conley. That one's blocked by Chirilla out of bounds.
I think Sampson would have been better off putting that ball up herself, but playing a little unselfish herself and passing that one off.
Rusing is going to check in here for Joko. And the Scarlet Hawks, Chirilla and Goodenough in particular, have not been scared off by Sampson in the paint. They've gone up with pretty much their same allotment of shots they normally do. Layup missed, and ball's going to actually go through the legs of Katie Restovich out of bounds.
There's a chance for the Hawks to cut into that deficit. Now sitting at 7. There was a game-high 9-point lead there for the Bells.
50-43 here. It's about 7 minutes left to go in Court number 3. Now good enough. Right back at Sampson. Misses that one. Bucci tried to get the ball away there from Annie Restovich. Could not.
You can tell she pulled back after the first attempt, so she didn't get that fourth foul.
Restovich now out to Schutz for 3. And that one's good. Oh, my goodness. Schutz has just had one heck of a basketball game. Again, she was their leading scorer last year. This is only her 3rd game of the year. Obviously working her way back from some type of an injury, I would think. And definitely looked like she's back to her old form.
Wow, you're not kidding.
Good enough. Misses that one. Rebound Sampson. Again, nice footwork, though. A nice move there by Goodenough. Restovich. Katie Restovich now passes it out to her sister Andy for 3. That one missed. Rebound Bucci. And tied up by Conley.
Yeah, that'll be Bell's ball, I think, right?
And they're going to call
jump ball, yeah.
Jump ball, yes. It looked for like a second that they were looking at each other. They don't know if it was going to be a foul or a jump. Anna Jones is going to check in for Goodenough. And also Porter is going to check in for Sampson. And there's some confusion on the shot clock. Yeah, the shot clock was reset, even though there was no possession change. They're going to take it back down to 15.
Coach saying, making sure that was accounted for there.
That is there's a lot of big difference between 15 and 30 seconds. That one's stolen by Jones, Anna Jones. Now Rusing. Give it to Chirilla. Up top to Rusing. She drives. Now trying to find Anna Jones right there, stolen by Kate Restovich.
Too much traffic in the lane there for that pass.
Restovich guarded tightly by Rusing. Now Conley drives baseline. Good seal off by Bucci. Good defensive possession by her. She gets the rebound as well. Rusing tried to get it inside to Anna Jones, and that one's stolen away by Conley.
Yeah, that's 2 turnovers in a row there for Rusing.
Schutz misses the layup. Rebound Rusing, and Coach ain't going to slow it down. So Schutz makes a shot from the loop, but then misses the layup. Bucci for 3, and that one's missed. Oh, that goes right into the lap of Chirilla. She's fouled.
Almost had it in there.
Schutz tried to come down with an emphatic rebound. She mistimed the jump, and because of that, it fell right into Chirilla's lap.
I think that was on Schutz, her first.
Goodenough is going to check back in, and Ryle Sandifer is going to come in as well here, presumably for the shooter.
Yep.
The Tech trying to chip back away at this 10-point lead here. (53-43). Chirilla going to be her 6th free throw attempt. That one's a bit heavy. Chirilla with 10 points to go along with 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. Make that 11. And Sandifer comes in to get her. Sandifer into the game as well as Marino. I'll tell you, Ryle Sandifer has some of the brightest shoes I've seen. You could probably see those from a mile away.
Yeah, you can't miss her coming.
Kate Restovich brings it up. Restovich guarded by Joko, who's played good defense tonight. To the corner is Porter. Now they go inside. They got the mismatch. That one's good. Schutz just has a little too much height right there on Sandifer, and she took advantage. Now Marino, extra pass to Goodenough through her hand, stolen away by Annie Restovich.
So Marino's a little gun shy at shooting.
Now Schutz for 3, and that's good. There's someone who's not gun shy at shooting.
No, she is not gun shy at shooting.
They're actually going to, they're going to call that a 3. Make that 24 points now for Schutz. This has been the Schutz game, that's for sure. Now Marino on in, misses. Rebound Annie Restovich. Now Kate Restovich will reset. Tech down by 14, largest lead of the game here for the Bells. They try to do some pick and roll. Nice job by Sanderford to front that. They go back inside off the hands of Schutz, goes right to Connolly, back to Schutz. 8 on the shot clock. Connolly for 2. That one's missed, rebound good enough. That was some great ball movement right there by the Bells, just didn't result in a point. Bucci now head fake, drives, foul. Gonna get that on Porter.
Maya Porter, that's her second. No, that's her third.
Sampson is gonna check in for Porter. Bucci, the junior from Greenville, South Carolina. And I believe when I did my last game, she moved to 6th all time in the Tech scoring record book. And I got to tell you, you've been the SID here for her entire career, and she's definitely going to go down as one of the better players in Illinois Tech women's basketball history.
You know, she's just so consistent. Kind of reminds me of O'Donnell, who was Shannon O'Donnell during your tenure. Kind of similar players, it's like very, they're not very demonstrative on the court, but man, are they effective.
Yeah, there are definitely some similarities to their game. I think O'Donnell had a little more size, but Bucci's definitely a little more of a shooter. As that one right there, Schutz puts that one in. She's got 26 now.
Wow.
60-46. Go inside to Goodenough. Hook shot good. Right around Sampson. Nice play by Goodenough. She's had a heck of a game as well. Now we got to drive on in, and 3-second call on St. Mary's. Chirilla is going to check in for Sandifer. I went to go check. The career high for Schutz is 23, so she's already topped it. 24.
Didn't take long.
Yep. Now here comes Kaya Jones out to Marino in the corner. Marino drives. That one missed. Rebound Sampson. And here comes Annie Restovich. Slows down, resets to Schutz, who's guarded by Chirilla.
Yeah, Schutz wants the ball.
And makes the extra pass right there to Connolly, and that's good. Now you get to that point where she's going to start to demand the attention, and now her teammates are going to start to play off her.
Yep. Now 14-point bolts for the Bells.
Marino to Chirilla. Drives left, layup, good, and a foul right at Schutz. Chirilla has not been shy about taking her defender off the dribble today, and that pays off right there.
Yeah, and I like how she's not playing scared. Just because you have Schutz in there and Sampson in there, you still have to attack the basket.
And as you're building a team, that type of mentality is going to go a long way in kind of giving this team an identity. And I definitely think that they're starting to form that as kind of a gritty team that's not going to back down against anybody. Going to be a lane violation on Goodenough. Second lane violation we've seen today. One called on both teams. Usually you don't see that called at all.
No.
I've seen one call on each team here today. (62-50), Tech down by 12. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Schutz thought about it. Now Kate Restovich for 3. That's missed. Rebound Sampson. Goes inside to Schutz. That one blocked by Chirilla. Oh, we're going to call a foul. From my vantage point, it looked like she might have had a clean block there, but they're going to get Kaya Jones with the body on the ground. That makes some more sense there.
All right, so that's her third. That's 5 fouls. 5 fouls for the Bells right now.
And the foul numbers normalize a bit here in this half as Schutz hits the free throw.
27 points, still 1:46 to go in the third.
And misses that one. Rebound, Chirilla. Schutz also has only played 19 minutes, so it's not like she's played every minute of the game. She's had some considerable time on the bench and still has that many points.
Yeah.
Chirilla, Tabucci in the corner for three. That one short. Rebound, Chirilla goes right back up to Schutz. She blocks it, takes it away. My goodness.
She's doing it on both ends of the court here.
Annie Restovich, guarded by Joko. Joko's been really good defensively at the top of the key here today. Schutz, now to Sampson, back to Annie Restovich. Restovich gets the screen, now drives. They try to go inside to Schutz. She's got to go down to get the ball, and it's tied up. Nice job by Goodenough. You can tell that Schutz wanted that pass up top, and she had to go low to catch it, and that allowed Goodenough to tie her up. Inside of a minute now here, quarter number 3, 63-50. Goodenough. Goes inside to Chirilla. Chirilla around Schutz, miss, rebound Sampson.
Tell Chloe looks a little gassed right now. It's tall order again with Sampson out there and Schutz. Both her and Goodenough have to defend that paint.
And Chirilla has kind of been the primary defender on Schutz. Conley goes inside. I think she was looking for number 3, Guma. Throws it away. And Schutz with, I don't think there's ever been a more well-earned breather than Julia Schutz right here, but she's going to take a break as Avi Shisher is going to check in for the first time today. 15 seconds left here, so shot clock is off here in the third quarter. Goodenough. Reverse. Oh, missed.
Just left it short.
Rebound by Sampson. Maybe just one more mic and drill would have got that one to go in. And trying to beat the buzzer, and she does not.
No. Yeah, they're going to wave that off.
That is Gumma. Tried to go coast to coast there, but the near official was very quick to wave that off. So we're going to go to quarter number 3 with a 63-50 lead in favor of the Bells. We'll
take a look at their shooting, too.
Shooting-wise, St. Mary's at 46%, 40% from 3, but Schutz herself is 11 of 15 with 3 of 5 from downtown. And to go along with the 27 points, she's got 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks.
That'll get it done.
Yeah, that will. I think we might get another Player of the Week in MIAA from St. Mary's after that game she's had today.
Yeah, that's quite an impressive performance that she's put together there in this game. It's been the big difference with the Bells jumping out by a 13-point lead here. It was a 6-point lead at half, and they've, in effect, just a little more than doubled it here in 10 minutes of play.
Yeah, St. Mary's outscored the Scarhawks 17-10 in that quarter. It's going to be Sandifer, Bucci, Kaya Jones, Goodenough, and Joko out here to start quarter number 4 for Tech. And bit of a smaller lineup out there for St. Mary's right now as well. So I think Coach Shane is going to take advantage of the fact that Schutz is off the court and try to get a little bit more speed out there. They go inside to Sampson, and she makes that over Bucci, right? The Bucci got mismatched on her off the inbounds, and nice by Sampson to take advantage.
You talk about changing it up, going with a little more smaller play here. Coach Shane wants them to play fast. That's probably their only remedy there. Unfortunately, that's what you're going to get.
Sampson denies Joko, and driving on in is Shisher. She makes that one. 67-50, so that largest lead continues to get larger for the Bells. Kaya Jones for 3, and that's good. Kaya Jones, I believe, scored on the first possession of the ball game, and that's her first basket since then. So she's now got 6.
We'll take a look at that on the replay here. And she kicks it off to Jones over in that far side.
It's a nice drive and kick right there by Joko.
Oh, I missed the just short on the replay there.
And now Sampson Misses that. Sandifer fights for the ball, and she's going to give that possession back to Tech. Nice play by her. I tell you, I think this is my third game I've done for the women, and every time I've seen Ryle Sandifer play, she comes in and is definitely one of those high-energy type players. Her and Rusing, I think, are going to be pretty high-energy type players for this team for a long time. Joko driving, tough left-handed shot, missed. Rebound goes to the hands of Annie Restovich. Or it should be Katie Restovich, I should say.
Glad you're doing play-by-play, Luke.
Sampson for two is good. Nice pass right there by Conley. With 69-53. Yeah, it's never easy when you got a pair of people with the same last name. It gets harder when they're sisters, and it gets hardest when they're twins. So,
and they're starters.
And they both start.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's been definitely a little bit of a challenge. So if the rest of the pitchers are watching from Wildwood, Missouri, I apologize if I mix the names up.
Well, I guess you're not wrong if you just say Restovich. You know,
So Bucci going to the line for two. That's going to be on Conley. It's her third foul. But no, this, tell you, St. Mary's, even though they got a 2-7 record, you got some of their better players here tonight have been underclassmen. Both Restoviches are freshmen, and they got a junior in Schutz. So this team, I think, has got a chance to be pretty good for a while. As free throw's good right there by Bucci. Restovich. Now Sampson drives. They double on her. Now they pass out to Guma. That shot is good. That's her first 2 points of the day.
Yeah, Hawks can't afford to trade points right now.
Tech's got to get some scores and got to start getting some stops as well. As Kaya Jones looking. Tries to get it inside, and it's stolen away by Shisher. Katie Restovich, guarded by Joko. It's been the matchup at the top of the key all game long. Now Guma looking for Sampson. Good front in the post right there by Goodenough. Now they get it through her, and it's good and a foul. Boy, I don't know how Guma got that pass off. That was good defense by Goodenough, and was able to just sneak it right past the outstretched arm for the layup. Bunch of subs here for St. Mary's. Deerdorf is going to check in with those 4 fouls.
Yeah, I mean, they're up by 19, could be 20 after this free throw. So even if Deerdorf does get that 5th foul, the Bells are in a great position.
Sampson misses that free throw. I believe it didn't get rimmed, so it's going to be passed out of bounds here by Tech. Joko driving, and we're going to get a foul there on Guma. I thought you could have gotten called for one here at the top of the key as well. Tackle inbound underneath the basket. Again, men's game coming after the women's game here. It's going to be the Scarlet Hawks against Wisconsin Lutheran, who's unbeaten in conference play. And Bucci foul on the way up.
This is something the Hawks really need right now. If you get it into the paint, drawing those fouls, get the Bells in some foul trouble. But again, you're stopping the clock with a chance to get some free throws. You know, they're going to have to mix some of that in order to chip away at this deficit.
So Sampson with 3 fouls now after that's going to come out. But Schutz is going to come back in for her. Bucci going to the line here for 2. Makes that one. She's 5 of 7 at the line. And that's where Julia Bucci really kind of is able to make up for some things when she has an off shooting night like tonight. She's so good at getting to the line. And even on a night like tonight where she's shooting 2 of 9, she's still got 9 points because she's been able to get to the free throw line. Good hustle right there. Is I believe that was
I think
Anna Jones came in.
Yeah.
Anna Jones is another one of those high energy players off the bench for Tech. This Tech bench definitely does not lack in the energy department. And That's probably the biggest key ingredient of a good bench is to have some energy. Joko for 3. That one's missed. Rebound, Bucci. Bucci up and good. Nice play right there by Bucci. Bucci now with 5 boards as well. 73-57. Still a lot of time left in this game. We get a couple of stops. We'll be right back in this. Here comes Schutz, and that one's good. No, saying couple of stops, and on a night like Schutz is having tonight, it's a lot easier said than done. Joko drives. Dump off pass to Anna Jones. That one's missed. Rebound. Trickles out to Rusing. And now Bucci. And Joko will reset. Schutz now with 29 for those of you scoring at home. Bucci drives, puts up the tough shot, missed. Rebound, Deerdorf for the Bells. Deerdorf finds Scheisser, who running down the floor, and she's met by Joko. Good play. They're going to get a foul on Joko, but that's one of those plays right there where you commit the foul, but you prevent not just the 2 points, but also a shot attempt in general. So I think it's a good by-the-book foul right there by Camden Joko. Good, nice, smart basketball play.
Yeah, and on the floor foul, too, so you're not
putting him at the line. Now they go inside, blocked, and now Restovich in front of the rim. That's missed. Ball being fought for is going to go off of Schutz out of bounds. That was a weird sequence right there.
Oh, they got a foul. I think they're giving that on Schutz, so.
That's going to be her 3rd foul. I think
trying to get two more quick ones on Schutz.
that was Annie. I think Annie Restovich was surprised at how open she was on that shot and then missing.
That's me like all day in horse or something.
75-57. Rusing drives on in, goes up. Ball being fought for. Anna Jones comes down with it. Finds an outlet to Joko for 3. That's missed. And tracked down by Chirilla. Spins, gets an opening, throws up a shot, missed. And Anna Jones tries to chase it. It's going to go out of bounds off of St. Mary's, though. It's going to stay with Tech.
Okay. They'll take that.
Tech was at 44% from 3 at half. They've dropped to 32. Been a bit more of a struggle for them from downtown here in the second half. Rusing to Bucci. Thought about it. Guarded by Schutz. And they're going to get her for the travel.
Yeah. She's just trying to do a little too much there. She couldn't decide if she was going to continue or do the step back, and she kind of got caught in between.
With the size of Schutz, she was trying to do her best to create as much space as possible. Just kind of ran out of feet there. But she steals that one, though. Nice leaping deflection. They go inside to Jones, and she's fouled. That's number 25, Mary Kate Garreau, who just checked in for the first time today for the Bells. And that's going to put Anna Jones at the line.
Again, get some points with the clock stopped.
Jones looking for her first points of the day. First free throw is up and good.
We talked about Rael Sandifer's shoes.
Anna Jones, it's right there.
The pink, yeah.
Might be in second place in the brightness category. These are just the 4th and 5th free throw attempts of the year for Jones. Misses that one and a rebound by Schutz.
And she just yanked that one down. She's impressive.
Schutz has a shot at a double-double here. She's got 7 boards. Corner 3 by Annie Restovich. That's good. That's Restovich at 15 at the half. That's her first 3 points of the second half. Give her 18. Driving is Joko. Bucci for 3. And that's good. Julia Bucci. That's going to move her into the Tech lead in points today with 15.
Yeah, let's get a look at the replay on that one.
And that was Joko on the assist. You can see a nice kick-out pass right there by her. Joko's got 5 assists on the day. And that one knocked away by Rusing, stolen. Rusing going to try to beat everybody up the court. Nice pass. Oh, goes off the leg of Chirilla and Jones, and it goes right to Schutz. Now St. Mary's on the floor. Nice play by Anna Jones. Knocks away the extra pass.
Way to get back on defense there. Boy, you see that contact, though, between Schutz and Bucci. Yeah, she's definitely coming up in some pain there as they collided. You can tell like her hand's a little sore there as they both went for the loose ball. Schutz took up a little more space on that one.
Yeah. Bucci, you could tell, as you said, as she was walking off the floor, she was kind of trying to feel her hand out a little bit. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah.
Good enough guarding Garreau. Now, new player in for the Bells is number 12. Is Deerdorf for three. That's good. That was number 12, Alyssa Matuza, on the assist for Deerdorf.
Yeah, we'll take a look at Deerdorf there.
That was Matuza on the drive and the pass. As that possession right there, missed shot by Tech, goes back to the Bells. Here's Garreau on the tough shot. And, we're going to have an injury timeout. Is good enough. Is slow to get up on the other end of the floor.
I did not see what happened. Obviously, we were on the other end. It must have been.
I did not see either. Is going to be Tech ball here. Anna Jones checks in for Goodenough. And Goodenough did walk off on her own power, walk off gingerly.
Yeah, that's a tough sight for the Scarlet Hawks. Already down one player. Allie Sillo's been dealing with an ankle injury. She's getting ready to get back and hopefully is ready to go after the break. But, if Grace Goodenough is out for any extended period of time, luckily they are getting on the break, but again, with a small roster, that can be a challenge.
Marino drives and she's fouled. And you mentioned Allie Sillo being out. Marino is kind of the one that's stepping in and taking some of those minutes. And nice to see her show some aggressiveness right there on that drive.
What you miss, though, with Allie not playing is her three-point shooting ability. That's not something you're going to get a whole lot of from Marino, at least at this stage.
Misses that first free throw. Yeah, Sillo entering the game tonight was a 33% three-point shooter, and that's definitely, you said Tech's a team that's going to take a lot of those, regardless of who's in or out of the lineup. Board right there by Recker, who checked in a minute or two ago. 4 bench players and Annie Restovich on the court now for the Bells. And that one knocked away by Joko. Almost stolen, and it's going to go right into the hands of Guma, and she'll lay it in. Well, that's just right place, right time right there by Guma. 83-61 as we come up on 2 minutes left to play. Jones, tough shot, missed. And going to go off of Anna Jones out of bounds. The shooting percentages of the two teams were not that far off in the first half, and that's really shifted here in half number 2 as St. Mary's is up over 50% now while Tech's down at 30. Guma to Recker. Goes up. That's missed. Gets her own rebound, and that's missed as well. And it goes out of bounds off of the Scarlet Hawks. Bucci's going to check back in here for Tech. She'll get Kaya Jones as Garreau is going to check in for Porter. Inbound it to Garreau, and she's fouled by Anna Jones right away. Jones and her got tangled up there. That's going to be the first foul on Jones.
We got third team foul.
Matuza inbounds. Restovich for 2. That one's in and out. Rebound Sander for a nice, good job. Nice box out against a much taller Recker. Joko crosses over. Now out to Bucci. Shot fake. Drives. Shot up good. Julia Bucci for 2. Nice to see that Bucci's back in there and that hand seemingly feeling good.
We'll take a look at that replay there by Bucci, too. Cutting, getting in the drive, and laying that one in.
Nice play by Bucci, and there's a turnover by Guma on the carry. If Tech can close out strong here in this final minute 26. You mentioned this earlier. This is the last game before a long break for women's basketball. They're going to take the court next at Edgewood on Wednesday, January 3rd. So that's over 2 weeks away. And their next home game is going to be 3 days after that on the 6th against Rockford here at the Keating Sports Center, which I will be on the call for.
Well, it's going to be a much-needed break for women's basketball team. Over the Thanksgiving break, they were actually in Colorado for a pair of games, so they really didn't have any holiday time for Thanksgiving as Bucci gets to travel there. So having some time off around Christmas time here is, this would be good for the team. They need the rest, obviously, to get some players healthy and then spend some time with family.
I'll go back home for the Christmas season and presumably come back a couple of days before that game, get some good hard practices in. That shot is up and good by Matuza. Her first 2 points of the game. Down under a minute now, 85-63, Tech down 22. Sandifer out to Bucci for 3. That one missed. Rebound, nice box out by Garreau. Now they go inside. Recker misses. Nice defense by Marino. Now Garreau for 2. That one's missed. Rebound Bucci. Shot clock off now as we tick down the final seconds here of this game. 85-63. Good enough. Going to work on Garreau here. Drive, spins, left-hand shot up, missed. Rebound Matuza, and it looks like St. Mary's is going to tick this one out, and that'll be our ball game. So the final score, 85-63 in favor of the Bells. And you can see Goodenough walking off gingerly again. Remember, she went down earlier. Hopefully that's something that she can get healed up here over the break as well. Story of the night for St. Mary's, obviously, is the play of Julia Schutz, who ends the game with 29 points on 12 of 16 shooting, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks in 23 minutes. So that is a pretty good day at the office, I would say.
That's a very good day, and it's, as you mentioned, it's kind of getting back from injury there and just kind of, this was a get-right game for her, without a doubt.
So he sets her career high in points for the Bells. They also got 18 from Annie Restovich, who had 4 threes. They also got a double-double from Athena Sampson, 11 points, 14 rebounds. So she adds to her top 10 D3 rebounding total. For the Scarlet Hawks, they were led by Bucci, who had 17, 12 second-half points. Also got 13 and 8 from Chirilla, 9 points and 7 assists for Joko. And they also got 4 blocks from Chirilla as well. Real quick, some final numbers shooting-wise. 48% for the Bells, 30% for the Scarlet Hawks. Bells out-rebounded Tech by 5, 47-42. So that'll do it here for Game 1, but stay tuned for Game number 2 right here on the Illinois Tech Athletics website, the Scarlet Hawks Sports Network, or the YouTube channel, however you may be watching. We'll be back with the men's game in about a half hour or so. So again, final score here from myself, Luke Stancic, and Eric Willowhite next to me and all of our crew. 85-63, St. Mary's on top of Illinois Tech.